Hello, today we are going to apply the Sine Law, Cosine Law, SOHCAHTOA, all the trig knowledge to word problems. So first thing, you need to determine what information is given and what is needed, what you need to solve. So example 1, both legs of a step ladder are 2.0 meter long. The angle formed between the legs of the ladder is 27 degrees. How far apart are the legs of the step ladder? Include a fully labeled diagram as part of your solution. So we need to draw a diagram. You don't have to draw it in scale. So just sketch it is okay. So we have a ladder, both legs is 2.0 meter. So this is ground. Then the ladder is 2.0 for each leg. And the angle formed between the legs of the ladder is 27 degrees. It asks you how far apart between the two legs. So this question, we have a triangle and we want to label it A, B, C. You could use other letters and also you could label it from A, B, C or A, B, C. It doesn't matter. The thing matters is the opposite side. You need to label it using the small letter of the opposite angle. So all angles use capital letter, opposite side we use small letter. Opposite side of angle B is small letter b. Opposite side of angle C, we use small letter c. Then we are going to determine sine law or cosine law, which one we are going to use. For sine law, we need to have opposite angle, opposite side given in order to have one ratio given. And for this question, angle A given but side A not given, so not sine law. We are going to use cosine law. And we want to find the side A, the cosine law. We want which side we want to solve. We want it by itself. So A squared equals other two sides, B squared plus C squared minus 2 times other two sides. Then cosine law, we have cosine. And the first and the last, the letter need to match. So side A, then cosine angle A. After that, we are going to sub in the given information. So A squared equals B is 2.0 squared, and C is 2.0, then squared, minus 2 times 2.0, then times 2.0, then cosine angle A, 27 degrees. And after that, what you need to do is just sub in the, using your calculator to find out A squared equals what. Then in order to solve for A, we move the squared to other side. The opposite operation to squared is square root. And remember, whenever you square root something, you need to put both positive and negative at front. So we are going to use calculator to find out what that. So switch on the calculator, then 2 squared, 2 squared. So power on, then we need to use a math, clear everything, clear. So we are going to type in 2.0, just 2 squared is okay. So 2 squared plus 2 squared minus 2 times 2 times 2 times cosine 27, then equals. Enter, we have 0.8719478065. So 0.87187194. 0.87194. Then square root it. 9478. 78065. So try to keep more decimal places. Then after that, we are going to square root it. So the square root is above the x squared is in yellow. It means you press a second, then x squared, it will give you square root. Then for this one, you don't have to type in this number again. You use the answer. This is in yellow, means you press second, then answer, then bracket, then equals. It will give you the final answer. So A is approximately 0.93 if we keep 2 decimal places. The next digit is 3. If it's less than 5, we are going to round off. If it's above 5 or equal to 5, we are going to add 1 to the second decimal places. So it will be 94. But this one is 3, so we round off. It will be 0.93. So A equals 0.93. The negative 0.93 meter, we are going to ignore it because it is a measurable quantity and we don't have negative 0.93 meters, which is measurable. So this is the answer for this one. Then write the statement. Therefore, the legs are 0.93 meter apart. Then it's done. So for this question, if we make a summary, then it will be first thing, draw a diagram. Draw a diagram, and the second thing, label the diagram. When you label the diagram, make sure angles are in capital letters, and the size, opposite sides, use a small letter. Then after that, you need to determine that it is a sine law or cosine law. Sine or cosine. And how to determine it? You look for the cross. One of the ratio side A or sine angle A given, then sine law. If you couldn't find this one, it will be cosine law. So if you have 2 angles given, then sine law, because if you have 2 angles given, the third angle is given. So you will have opposite side, opposite angle. So if only one angle given, then you need to determine, do you have the opposite side, opposite angle given? If more than one angle given, sine law. Only one angle given, then you are going to see it's cosine law or sine law. For this question, it's a side contained angle, then side given. This is a cosine law. So once you determine sine law or cosine law, then write sine law, cosine law out and substitute. Okay. So this is for example 1. Then we are going to see example 2. So example 2 is one shape leaves a port and sails at 15 km per hour on a bearing of 25 degrees. A second shape leaves the same port at the same time and sails at 22 km per hour on a bearing of 85 degrees. It asks you how far apart are the two shapes after 3 hours. So we are going to draw the bearing is start from the north, okay? So it will be starting from the north. This is north direction. Then we assume that this is a port. So the two shapes start from the same port. One is bearing is 25 degrees, so it's 25 degrees. One travel at this direction. And another one is traveled at 85 degrees. So it will be another one, 85 degrees. Travel at this direction. So after 3 hours, it asks you how far apart these two shape is. So this is a 22 km per hour. And another one is 15 km per hour. So after 3 hours, it asks you how far apart these two shape will be. So we could label it A, B, C. A, B, C. The three vertex capital letter for angles A, B, C. Then we are going to see what given, okay? So in this question, the given information is angle, this bearing 25 degrees and another bearing is 85 degrees. The difference between these two will give you the angle BAC. So if we redraw this triangle, you will have this angle A equals the difference of the two bearings. So angle A will be 85 degrees, take away 25 degrees, and you will have 60 degrees. And after that, we want to find the small letter B, small letter C, and A is side A is how far apart. The speed times time give you the distance traveled, 3 hours. Then we are going to have 45 kilometers. And another shape traveled at 22 kilometers per hour and traveled for 3 hours. Times it, we have 66 kilometers. So in this triangle, we have 60 degrees, 66 kilometers, 45 kilometers. Then we are going to see this one, the cross. You have one angle given, but cross, the opposite side is not given. So we don't have A over sine A. Then we don't use this sine law. So we are going to try the cosine law. We want to find the side A, then we want to use A squared isolated. So which side you want to find for cosine law, then that must be by itself. The A corresponding to cosine opposite angle. They are going to match. First and the last, they match. A squared equals other two sides squared. Add together, then minus double of other two sides times together, then times cosine A. Then we are going to substitute given information. So A squared equals B is 66 squared plus 45 squared minus 2 times 66 times 45, then times cosine angle A is 60 degrees. So then get your calculator out. We are going to see. So 66, clear everything. 66 squared plus 45 squared minus 2 times 66 times 45 times cosine 60, then equals, close the bracket. So A squared equals 3,411. Then we square root both sides. We are going to have second x squared, then answers second, answers bracket, then equals is 58.40. So A equals square root positive negative, then A equals 58. If we keep two decimal places, it will be 58.40. The next digit is 3 less than 5. We round off, so 48.40 kilometers. Then we write the statement. Therefore, the two shapes are 58.4 kilometer apart. Then it's done. Okay. So now we are going to see the next. So question 3, it is a question that with more than one triangles. So from a certain point, the angle of elevation to the top of a building is 8 degrees. At a point that is 50 meters from the building, closer to the building, the angle of elevation is 10 degrees. It asks you the height of the building. So we just draw a building here. Then this is the ground. So from a certain point, look up to the top of the building. It is angle of elevation is from horizontal look up. This angle we call angle of elevation is 8 degrees. Then walk closer 50 meters to the building. Then look up again. The angle of elevation to the top of the building is 10 degrees. It asks you to solve for this, the height of the building. So we are going to label the triangle A, B, capital letters for angles. Then the point 50 meters closer is D. So in this diagram, we have 3 triangles. So it's A, B, D. So in this triangle, we have 8 degrees here. The angle D in the triangle ABD is 170 or 180 minus 10 give you 170 degrees. Then 180 minus this 2 give you this angle is 2 degrees. So this is triangle ABD. Then we have a right angle triangle BDC. This is 10 degrees. BD is common side of these two triangles. And no side is given. And also we have another bigger right angle triangle is share the same side as AB. So another triangle is 8 degrees here. A, B, they are the common side. Then this is 90 degrees. So we have 3 triangles here. And we are going to pick 2 of them to solve for the unknown. If we take the first one and the bottom one, then you will see they are sharing the same side, AB. And if we find the common side, AB, then we could find the unknown side of the BC in the bottom triangle. So that is finding common side of 2 triangles is important because you could use it for the next triangle. And for the triangle ABD, we have one side given is 15 meters. So we are going to start with the triangle with more information given. So that will be the first slant triangle ABD. We are going to label it using small letter to the opposite side of the angle A is small letter A, opposite side B is small letter B, opposite side of D is small letter D. Then because we have more than one angles given, then we are going to use a sine law. So more than one angle given, guarantee you will have opposite side, opposite angle given. So in triangle ABD, we are going to write A over sine A equals B over sine B equals D over sine D. Then we start in given information A over sine. Angle A is 8 degrees. And side B is 15 meters over sine 2 degrees. And D over sine 170 degrees. Then we want to find the common side as a bottom triangle is AB, that is a side C, side D. So we want to solve this one. We are going to use a ratio with both numerator and the denominator given, and the last one with one unknown to solve for the D. So D cross multiply D times sine 2 degrees equals 50 times sine 170 degrees. Then we want to solve for side D. We move the sine 2 degrees to other side by doing opposite operation, that is division. Then we are going to use a calculator to find out what this ratio division will be. So 50 times sine 170, then close the bracket, divide by sine 2 degrees, close the bracket, that equals is 248. So set D equals 248.783. So try to keep more decimal places. At the middle step, we only round it to, for this all given information, no decimals. We could keep the final answer as no decimal, but middle steps, please keep more decimal places. Okay, so this is set D. So in the triangle ABC, so that's the reason we want to find the common side. So it's very important. Solve for common side. Because we have the common side, then you can use it for the next triangle. So in triangle ABC, you could use a sine law or you could use a SOHCAHTOA because this is a 90 degrees. So we are going to practice on using the sine law to solve for the unknown side. So this is set A small letter, set C small letter, set B small letter. And this AB, the set C equals 248.783. So we have one side given, then it's cross given, angle and opposite side given. Or you could see you have more than one angles given, you could use a sine law. So in triangle ABC, we are going to see A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Then subbing given information, so A over sine 8 degrees equals B over sine 180 minus 90 minus 8 give you 82 degrees. That equals C is 248.783. This is a common side AB. Then divide by sine angle 90 degrees. So cross multiply, we use a second and third ratio to solve for it. Or you could just move the sine 82 to other side times it, because the B is at numerator. Cross multiply will work all the time, even if your unknown variable at the denominator. Okay, if unknown is at numerator, you could just times sine 82 to other side. But for this one, be careful, we are not looking for the B, we are looking for A value. So we are going to use this cross multiply. Then we have A equals A times sine 90 degrees equals 248.783 times sine 8 degrees. Then in order to solve for A, that is side, we move the sine 90 degree, that is a ratio to other side. It is division. Then get your calculator out. So it will be, we have this answer here, we don't have to retype it, we just second answers, then times sine 8 degrees, close the bracket, divide by sine 90 degrees, close the bracket, that equals, it gave you 34.623. And if the next digit is 9, we run it up, so you will have A equals 34.6239, we run it up, give you A approximately 34.624. Then we write the statement, therefore the building is 34.624 meter high. And because giving information no decimal places, also you could just write it as 35 meter high if we round it to whole number, 35 meter high. So thanks for watching. This is in this lesson we have applied sine law, cosine law to word problems, and when you are having more than one triangles, try to use two triangles, and by finding the common side, then you could get information from one triangle, apply it to another triangle. So common side, try to look for that one, okay? And if you have more than one angles are given, sine law. If you have only one angle given, then you need to see if it's a cross given. If cross given, then sine law. Thanks for watching.